We've seen recently the hate and vitriol the trans lobby have for people who question them. They get aggressive, they get rowdy, they threaten, they will attack because they cannot win a reasoned argument, because they are unreasonable. They are demented, mentally ill, and dangerous. And this lobby brainwashes and cajoles and enacts itself in a way to pull in the useful idiots who stand with them. And then these people go out and cause crimes and make people's lives hell and misery simply for having an opposing view. They will not have any allowance or tolerance for anything other than 100% complete following of their disgusting agenda. There's an example here that I'm going to show you of a girl, a schoolgirl, sixth form college, she's 18, who was surrounded, heckled, pushed, abused, spat at, simply for not kowtowing to the agenda of the trans lobby. Let's just go into this. It is disgusting, as are the people who did it. Now, I will say that I'm likely to get angry over this, but let's go. Sixth form student, 18, claims she was hounded out of Stonewall backing private school after challenging trans ideology of visiting speaker and was saying biological sex was real, because it is. But it's Stonewall again, isn't it? That hateful, hate-filled organisation, that criminal organisation that extracts money with menaces, that has no ability to meet people halfway. It's a 100% our way, or you are going to be punished. We will not make anything any difference. We will not bow. We will not bend. This is Stonewall. They want everything, and they will not give an inch. And by not giving an inch, they cause fear. They cause trouble. They are a violent-led, disgusting organisation that targets children as well. And they'll be your children. But listen to this. Private school pupil treated like a heretic for questioning the transgender ideology. The teenager was surrounded by up to 60 girls who screamed, swore and spat at her. Left unable to breathe properly and collapsed, she was then bullied out of the school. The school weren't standing up for her. The people who are supposed to be in care of her, who have a duty of care, let this happen. I bet encouraged it to happen. They are a disgusting organisation. They should be prosecuted. But what's going on here? 60 against 1. That tells you exactly everything you need to know about the trans lobby, that they're 60 girls against 1. They are cowards. They are bullies. They are criminals. And when it's your child coming home next time, beaten, battered and bloody, you know who to blame. This trans lobby should be investigated fully and banned and cancelled. They are hate-filled. Look at what they are doing. Look at the damage they are causing, because they cannot have a reasoned argument. The private sixth form pupil says she was hounded out of her school for insisting biological sex was real while challenging the trans ideology of a visiting speaker. The teenager was treated like a heretic for questioning the female member of the House of Lords' arguments. During a PSHE talk about transphobia in Parliament, one of her teachers said, "The House of Lords is backing this. The House of Lords needs to be disbanded, and that disgusting load of parasitic freeloaders should be made to go out and do a day's work." The pair parted amicably, but when she returned to the sixth form, she was surrounded by up to 60 girls who screamed at her, swore at her and spat at her, leading to her being unable to breathe properly and collapsing. The girl, 18, told The Times the language she was using was implying critical theory took precedence over biological reality in defining women. These tarts cannot even define a woman. They're trying to bring laws in that affect women. Oh, this, that, and the other. They can't define a woman, and they're too scared to define a woman because they know any definition they actually give of a woman would seem transphobic, and they'd have Stonewall smashing the windows of their house down because that's the kind of action Stonewall does. They are disgusting. Teachers supported the teenager at first, but then abandoned her and threw her under the bus after other pupils accused her of transphobia, according to the report. She returned to the school on several occasions, but was told she would be sent to work in the library if she said anything provocative in lessons, and was repeatedly bullied, and no one was stopping this bullying. This school needs the head of this school needs to be investigated and needs to be suspended, and then probably needs to be fired. She eventually left, hounded out and bullied out in September by these wankers. The teacher at the school told the website Transgender Trend, who are fighting for the girl. This Transgender Trend are anti-trans and anti the lobbies and anti this. We know how these views are being silenced in the adult world through high-profile legal cases and the bullying of celebrities such as J.K. Rowling. Nobody's bullying Rowling. They're trying their best, but J.K. is standing up and saying, I'm not being bullied, and good on her. Good on her. And this is also happening in schools. The difference is nobody's standing up for these girls. Or boys. No one's standing up for anyone. Anyone who questions this, anyone who opens their mouth and even has the wrong think or the wrong speak is being burnt at the stake. It's disgusting. The speaker was described as a well-known activist, while the school was allegedly a member of the controversial Stonewall Diversity Champion Scheme. That's where Stonewall come in, demand a lot of money and say, OK, you've paid us, we'll put a plaque on the wall saying you're OK, and if you don't give us that money, we'll tell people you're not. And it's a fear. It's menaces. Money with menaces. And they are a criminal organisation that should be investigated and broken up and destroyed. They are odious toads. Noting the pupil had challenged the speaker by saying she respectfully disagreed with her, the teacher continued, it was probably somewhat naive of her not to realise that this was indeed an ideology. So I can't disagree with you. Is that what the school's saying? How dare you disagree with me? So when the school brings in, you'll do this, I disagree. Bang, you're bullied. Bang, you're beaten by other pupils. Bang, the school encourages these people to bully, encourages the beating, encourages the spitting. Because it's an ideology. It's not an ideology, it's a mental fucking illness. To question its basic tenets is simply heresy, and heretics in one way or another need to be exposed, attacked and gotten rid of. And that's their policy. I can't do any more of this. I've got to get out of this. I've taken some time and I've calmed down. But I find the prospect of 60 people ganging up on one simply because the one doesn't agree with them and quite reasonably raised an objection. Wasn't rude about it, but because the ideology is so hate-filled and so polarised, they're not even allowed to express a view or hold a thought. Well, girls, the 60 of you can go kiss my ass, because I don't care. But it does tell you the ideology behind this, and it shows you the hatefulness of this organisation. The whole of the trans lobby is like this. They are despicable. They are horrible. They are mentally ill weirdos who are poisoning and making toxic everything they touch. Now, I hope this girl recovers. I hope she goes to another college or whatever, finishes her studies. I wish her well. I hope she gets over it all. But those that did this, I hope you have children of your own. And I hope in 16, 17, 18 years' time, the same thing that happened to that girl happens to every single one of your children. Then you can look, and when you look in the mirror, you'll see what exactly you are. Because you're scum. You're dross. You're the scrapings of a boot. Because you're not people. To do that, that puts you low. You are lower. You crawl back under your stone, you disgusting shits. I'm getting angry again. And I'm going to stop now. And I'll take a breath and I'll move on. If you like what you hear and see on this channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notification of future outputs. I'm losing words. I'm so angry inside still. Leave a like and leave a comment. And be right-minded and don't let this thing exist. We've got to fight back. We've got to fight back. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.